But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Now JBall Agnew from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Right to the air is Mahomes.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. They'll try the left side. Archer. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Archer. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle they go. Archer. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Young on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Young. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. First down, Young. Drops this off with Nwangu. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
On 2nd and inches, Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll run with Patterson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Young on 3rd and 2. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Point after here coming up. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that one results in 35 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they get hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
On first down, Archer. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have regained the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. Really nicely done drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He's got his man. It's taken in for the Viking touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Now a handoff up the middle. Archer. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield inside the 44. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. To the air once more, Young. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And his kick is indeed good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by JBall. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Young forced out to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, Young.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Young. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alec Pierce, 25 yards for a touchdown.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Now Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to look deep for more.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A first down throw for Young. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. final play of the half. Young. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Alec Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on second down is Young. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Alex Highsmith
coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. On the return, here's Agnew.
A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In motion left is Rice. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's Young off play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. Pass incomplete.
I don't know about you. I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Young working out of the gun. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. They'll run on first down. Archer, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity that if it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert it. And they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Young. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Agnew now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On second and 10, Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Rams.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times.
His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a good play right there after taking a sack for first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partners, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That'll be caught by Rice.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get your reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3 score. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.